Performing operation on numbers in other bases is the same thing as the way we perform operation on the base 10. The only thing is that you have to be conscious of the fact that you are working in other bases. Hey math champs, it's Miss Becca, your favorite math tutor. So grab your pen, your jotter, and maybe a snack. Let's solve some problems together. For example, we want to add 132 base 9 plus 58 base 9. So you have to be conscious that you are working in base 9, so that when you say 8 plus 2, you will not go and write 0 and carry 1. So 8 plus 2 is 10. How many times will 9 go in 10? It will go one time. We bring that 1 here, and the remainder is 1. We'll put the remainder here. So 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. How many times will 9 go in 9? One time. We put the 9 here, and then we write the remainder. The remainder is 0. So 1 plus 1 now is 2. So this would give 201 base 9. It's the same way when you are subtracting. Just be conscious, have it in mind that you are subtracting in other bases. So now we have 154 minus 61 base 7. 4 minus 1 is 3. So we write 3. Now we want to subtract 5 from 6. So we need to borrow, we want to subtract 6 from 5. But 5 is smaller than 6. So we need to borrow 1 from here. Don't forget, when you are borrowing 1 in a base, that number becomes the base. For example, when we borrow 1 from here, this will become 0. This will become 0. And then when the 1 comes here, it becomes 7. Because we are working in base 7. So if we now have 7 here and we have 5 here, 7 plus 5 is 12. So we will now, for us to subtract, it will now be 12 minus 6. And that is 6. Because we are working in base 7, when the one we borrow comes here, it does not become 15. We cannot say 15. It becomes that when we are working in base 10. But when we are working in base 7, it will become 7. Then we add that 7 to the 5. That would give us 6. And that would give us 12. Then we say 12 minus 6. That would be 6. So this would be equal to 63 base 7. Another way that you can subtract, in case this is confusing, another way for you to subtract in other bases is for you to first convert each to base 10. That is, we can say 1 times 7 raised to power 2 plus 5 times 7 raised to power 1 plus 4 times 7 raised to power 0. And this would give 49 plus 35 plus 4. And when we add this now, this would give 88 base 7. And then you convert 61 also to base 7, so that we would have 6 times 7 raised to power 1 plus 1 times 7 raised to power 0. And this would be 42 plus 1. And that would be 43 base 10. Sorry, base 10. We are converting to base 10. Then we now subtract. We now say 88 minus 43. That's in base 10. So 88 minus 43. And then we would have 45 base 10. You now convert back from 45. You now convert back to base 10. You can see that it is a long process. So we convert 45 base 10 to base 7. So that will be 45. We divide by 7. 7 will go in 45 6 times. Remainder 3. Right? Yes. 7 will go in 6. 0. Remainder 6. So this would give 63 base 7. We are getting the same thing, but it's a longer process. So the easiest way to do that is how I explained that. Now let's solve one more question. Let me use that first way to explain one more question. So we'll have 403 minus 54. We are working in base 6. So if you borrow 1 from here now, and the 1 comes here, the 1 will become 6. Because we are working in base 6. and this will be having 3 left here. But we need to borrow 1 from here to this place again. So if you borrow 1 from this 6, if it comes here, it becomes 6, and we'll be having 5 left here. So here now we are having 5. So it has become 6 here. Now we are not saying 6 minus 4. Don't forget that we have 3 here already. So we add the 6 to the 3. That will be 9. So 9, it will now be 9. So we add this 6 to this 3. We add them. So that will be 9. 9 minus 4 would give 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. And then 5 minus 5 is 0. And then 3 minus 0 is 3. So this will give 305 in base 6. So that's how to subtract in other bases. Now solve these two. Pause this video and make sure you solve these two before you start the multiplication and division. Make sure you solve the two and leave your answers in the comments. Do you need personalized help? Click the link in the description to message me directly. Now let's multiply 45 in base 6 times 23 in base 6. For us to multiply, 5 times 3 is 15. How many times, because we are working in base 6, so we say how many times will 6 go in 15? 6 will go in 15 2 times, remainder 3. We put the 2 here, we write the remainder. 5 times 4, 12. Then we say 12 plus the 2, that will be 14. How many times will 6 go in 14? 6 will go in 14 2 times, remainder 2. First write the 2, then it will go 2 times. We move to the next one. 2 times 5 is 10. How many times will 6 go in 10? It will go 1 time, remainder 4. We write the 4 here, we keep the 1. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus the 1 is 9. How many times will 3 go in 9? It will go 1 time, remainder 3. 1 time, remainder 3. Now we add. This will be 3. 2 plus 4 is 6. We can write 6 because we are working in base 6. So how many times will 6 go in 6? That's 1, remainder 0. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So how many times will 6 go in 6? That's 1, remainder 0. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So 4 5 base 6 times 2 3 base 6 will give 2003 base 6. Now let's divide. To divide in other bases, the best thing to do is to first convert to base 10, then divide, then convert your answer back to the given base. Because if you have to divide straightforward like this, it will become confusing. So let's convert this to base 10 so that we have 5 times 8 raised to power 1 plus 2 times 8 raised to power 0. And then that will give 8 times 5 is 40, 40 plus 2, that will give 42. And then 7 times 8 raised to power 1, raised to power 0. So that will be 7, that will still be 7. So we now say 42 divided by 7, and that's 6. We now convert that 6 back to base 8. So 8 would go in 6, how many times? 0, remainder 6. So this is also 6. So 6, this will give 6 in base 8. So note that any number that is less than the given base will remain the same when you convert it. For example, 7 in base 8, 7 is less than 8. So 7 in base 8 is also 7 in base 10. This one also, 6 in base 10. Since 6 is less than base 8, 6 in base 10 is also 6 in base 8. So this is the best way to go about conversion when it comes to division in other bases. The best thing is first convert it to base 10. Then after converting to base 10, you divide. After dividing, you then convert back to base, to the given base. So now you solve this once. 3 2 1 base 6 times 12 base 6. And then 2 1 2 2 base 4 divided by 2 3 base 4. Solve these two and leave your answers in the comments. That's it for today. If you learned something new, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and drop your answers or thoughts in the comments. Remember, math gets easier the more you see it and say it. See you in the next video.